Hello everyone, let's talk about the rules of Smartplan. So I've gone into Smartplans before and created a nice fancy elaborate Smartplan, gone to save it only to be told that I broke the rules of the Smartplans and I'm going to have to make some changes before I can save. So let's go ahead, and within Smartplans is where we will see the rules. So I'm just going to edit one to go into the Smartplan builder real quick. And right down here on the right, here are the tips and rules. They're really just rules. So the first one that we're going to look at, creating a task. You can only have 7 tasks per day. That's a lot of tasks, guys. If I'm needing multiple tasks in one day, I'm just gonna kind of stagger them together. So I'm not at all concerned about that. Text message requiring a 1-day delay in between. That basically means you can only text somebody once per day. Sending of an email requires at least 1 day between scheduled emails. Again, emailing somebody once per day. Setting of a delay cannot be less than 1 day. Again, that's going back to those previous rules earlier. As of right now, there are no delays that are in hours. It is just delays. And when I set a 1-day delay, I'm bumping someone to tomorrow. Smart plans require at least one action between delays. So basically, you can't say delay 30 days, delay 30 days, and delay 30 days to make a 90-day delay. You will have to put a task in between those 2 delays. So you could set a 30-day delay. You could create a task that says, manipulating the delays, check. So that when it appears, all you got to do is check it off, and then another 30-day delay. And that will technically be a 60-day delay. So add to Smart Plan. So we can only add them to an additional Smart Plan once per day. Again, the goal there is to limit the amount of emails and spam that we are sending to them. Let's see, we got a limit to basically the time limit of when we can complete the task by. Restart flow right here. So there's an action step within inside of Smart Plans to restart it. So basically send the plan back to day 1 in action step 1. But in order to be able to include that feature, the Smart Plan must be more than 14 days. So again, we can get around that with some delays, some extra tasks, that sort of thing. Right down here, this is the one that we do run into sometimes. So the limit on number of touches. So why do we have this sort of thing just here? This obviously came from our legal department. There's a huge concern out there right now in the world of real estate when it comes to spam messaging. Texting people we shouldn't be texting, calling people that we shouldn't be calling. So make sure you're checking that do not call list before you circle prospect, things like that. And legal really doesn't want us getting in trouble. There's a future coming in real estate and they're trying to protect us from it now. So when it comes to the touch limit, we can only communicate with them 7 times in 7 days. And so a few ways to get around that limit would be maybe if you need to make a phone call, instead of adding make call as a step in your Smart Plan, maybe you set a task and you label the task to make the call. That is one way we could get around it. 12 touches in 30 days and 15 total in one Smart Plan. One thing that these rules do not mention, you can only have 5 HTML emails within one Smart Plan. So an HTML email is when we've gone into designs and we have selected one of the either pre-made designs that we have inside of the system or one that we went ahead and built ourselves. So there's a couple of ways to get around this touch limit just here, and it's going to be just building multiple Smart Plans. So for example, if I want to communicate with somebody more than 12 times in 30 days, I basically will need to build 2 separate smart plans in order to do that. And so my first smart plan may last, let's just say, 10 days and have 8 touches in it. But over the next 20 days, I also want to have another 10 touches, and that will put me over the limit of 15. So what we'll do, we will actually build the first 10 days of the smart plan, and we'll save it and we'll label it, open house first 10 days. We'll then go build a second smart plan and label it open house day 11 through 30. And we would save that one. We would then go back into the first smart plan, and right at the end, we would add a step called Add to Smart Plan. And under Add to Smart Plan, we would select the open house day 11 through 30, and it would then launch that smart plan. So I know that sounds a little confusing. I do have a video in the library that talks about connecting 2 smart plans together that will cover that for you. If you need some help with it specifically, get those 2 smart plans created, or at least know what you're going to say each day. Get them created. Your Market Center Tech Trainer will absolutely sit down with you and help you link those 2 smart plans so we can kind of get around the rule of only 12 communications in 30 days. So hopefully that little overview helped you. You got specific questions, reach out to your Market Center Tech Trainer, jump in our Facebook group, KWAP, that's KWAP Tech Success Mastermind, and we look forward to seeing all of you there.